Okay, ladies and gents, here is a preview of issue number 27 of FREEZE64 fanzine, which was released in May 2019. There's the front cover with nodes of Yesod. And we interviewed Keith Robinson, who programmed the flying game for the Commodore 64. And as usual, we have the contents page with a picture of Keith and a quote there from him. And then we have our usual found page, which is the kind of the intro page. You can see there's the little mole there from Nodes of Yesod and the main character and Spaceman. Straight into our main feature, our cover feature, which is a mini kind of review of the game itself and my memories of it. Love it, love the game, always loved it. Great fun to play. And then we go into the graphics that are built within the game, the sprites and the character set and the music. And then we start hacking the game, and one of the hacks I created is actually the music selector. So we turn the sprite collision off, freeze the enemies, infinite lives, but there's this small music selector that I created that while you're playing the game, if you press keys 1, 2 or 3, it will swap between the different music that's built within the game. The mouldy cupboard for this issue is a game called Busy Bees from Solar Software. So it's quite a quirky game, very tough to play, but there's something about it for me. I'm not sure what it is. I don't know if it's nostalgia or what, but as well as loving the cover design of the game itself, I just like the game. It looks like it's written in BASIC, but it's not. It is machine code, and it's a tough game to play. Even just jumping in the game is hard to play. Then we have part 2 of Diary of a Game, The Making of Badlands by the great Steve Collins. Steve programmed Badlands back in 1989 for Domark Software, and he wrote these diaries that were never published, and asked if we would like to publish them in FREEZE64. So that's part 2. I've already written part 3 for the next issue, which is in this proof copy there. Then the lovely Julian Rignall zaps back to Christmas 1985 and reveals the Sizzlers and the gold medal winners, which include Scarabaeus. Is that how you say it? Battleaxe or Battleaxe by Jeff Minter. Then we have Ace, which is a great flight simulator. I don't particularly like flight simulators, never really liked them, but I do like this for some reason. I'm not sure what it is. And of course, Who Dares Wins. So that's Julian's regular column. Then we have Secret Squirrel, who reveals secret messages and hidden artifacts within games. So we got Whizball, Last Ninja, Bombjack and Snooker for this issue. Then our main interview, Coder's Corner, is with Keith Robinson, who's the guy who programmed Nodes of Yesod. And he also programmed Heartland as well for Odin Computer Graphics. So we have a discussion about the two games and also about how Keith got into coding games for the Commodore 64 and how he got to work for Odin Software, and then his favourites. And then we're on to Games of Thrones. So this is, what is this, part 2? Or was it part 3? I can't remember now. Doesn't matter about the parts. More games featuring toilets. More Commodore 64 games featuring toilets. And there you've got a little computer people man with his winky out there off to the toilet. So we feature Little Computer People, Mad Nurse and Planet Attack. So the one Planet Attack is he's got these toilets, these flying toilets. Now I never noticed until I did the Mouldy Cupboard feature last issue featuring Planet Attack, and I noticed it has these toilets in there, so quickly threw that into the feature. Then we have Bits and Bytes, which features Vegetables by Mike Richmond, a fab game, and he's working on the deluxe version at the moment. It's a puzzler. And then Ninja Blue, which Tony Savona and Saul Cross are working on, which looks like a fantastic platformer for the Commodore 64. Seen some of the video previews and it just looks brilliant. The Making of Rollerboard by Joost Honig. I hope I said that right. Now this is Rollerboard, which was released back in 1987 on the Pirate Software label. And Joost is one of my followers, and he's also a subscriber to FREEZE64. And so I asked him about his game, his commercial game that was released back in the day. And there he is working on his Commodore 64 as a young lad. So we ask about the making of the game. Then our exclusive pokes and codes. So the first lot is for the Age of Heroes, which was designed by Trevor Story and programmed by Akim Volkers, and music by Saul Cross. Fab music by Saul Cross, really fitting music. Lala Prologue is a fab platform game. I love this game, it really is cool. By Digital Monastery, which is released for the 16 kilobyte RGCD 16 kilobyte competition. You've got plenty of cheats there. Then My Commodore 64 Heaven features David Raposo, who lives in Spain, and he talks about his collection. And then there's his, you know, it's quite a particular collection really, because it's quite specific, because I think they're Spanish release games. I've never seen those before, and they're kind of regularly appearing on Twitter. People keep tweeting them, and I've never actually seen them physically. Then we have our advert by the TFW8bit.com guys. Thanks for that. So subscriber issues have already gone out, and as of today, the 17th of May, about a week's time before I actually release the issue to the general public, and should be able to buy that on www.freeze64.com, the website. If you do subscribe, all subscribers get one of these Ben Daglish cheat cards, number 23. Got plenty of those, so if you subscribe. And I'm currently working on this issue at the moment, which is issue number 28. So anyway, issue number 27, FREEZE64.